Okay, guys, I'm unwell. I do think that we will now go on to win our 4th straight immunity, and lose yet another person. So that's fun. And it's also Susie, which, like, I can't figure out exactly how I feel about it, because at some level I know I've been saying, like, Susie kind of needs to go. And at some level I do feel that, but, like, of course when your numbers are dwindling, you're like, well, these are kind of the only people that I have and the only people that I really know what's going on with. And I do feel like everyone's communication with me has been, like, fairly good, with the exception of Jessie. I don't know how truthful Susie is being. I feel like Alex is usually more genuine. I'm going to work on both of those, like, relationships today and tomorrow, and just make sure that we're all on the same page. Well, I might only have today with Susie, so I'll probably talk to her later in the night while I'm at D&D, just, like, text her and stuff. Sorry if the video is vibrating, but this does very much feel like a twisted season of Palau, where we are just watching our numbers dwindle despite winning every single challenge. And it's getting frustrating, and it didn't help that we lost a player who walked from the game. Like, I understand that. It just doesn't help from a game perspective. Hold on. So, there's kind of a lot in this. And so it's like, I kind of hope that we would maybe shuffle a little bit. I don't think my God, it just, like, I don't know. Like, I really feel like we have played the last 2 rounds, like, so dismally because people refuse to throw challenges. And I don't understand how, like, mathematically and logically they weren't, like, we should not win. And I blame it on Alex. And maybe Alex is like, well, if we shuffle, it's not going to be a big deal. Or if we merge, it's not going to be a big deal. If we don't have the numbers, because I know people. And I try to leave that out of the game. Like, I really do. And this is going to sound bad. Like, I have played with people that have known people in the past. And this is going to sound bad, but I don't think that these people are those same type of people where they're not going to let it creep into the game. I just don't. I feel like, and I forgot, it was even Susie who was like, Alex likes to play with people that he's played with before. I don't know what that even means. I don't understand that as a playing tactic or strategy. And maybe it was also not true, but I don't know. I feel like I'm all over the map. This is not a very coherent confessional, because honestly, it's kind of me just, like, processing everything. Something I feel like I've done a really good job of in this game is creating allies for myself. Something I have done also a really good job of is making sure that my allies don't trust one another. Like, Lauren is my number one, and Lauren is like, Alex and Susie need to go. Mind you, we're, like, in, like, a 4 little block. We're not an alliance, we're a block. And then Alex, I actually don't know Alex's thoughts. And now that I'm saying it out loud, like, Alex, I actually know the least about what what his moves are going to be. Susie has at least hinted that she doesn't want Alex to stay for that long, and she was fine with sticking with the 4. But knows that Alex is going to need to be the first one to go out of us. Keeping Alex in the game, though, is good for me in the sense that I do think that he is a little bit of a shield. But if people are at least familiar with him, and he gives them the time of day, which I think he would be smart enough to do, then that's an incentive to keep him. Whereas, like, I'm a wild card, even if I tell anybody on the other side, like, what I'm doing. So I think no matter where I end up, my goal is going to be to just cause chaos. Like, it has to be, because I can't, there's got to be a crack somewhere, and I have to find a way to exploit it, whether that's at merge, whether that's at, whether we shuffle. Like, I just have to be able to do that. And I have a little bit of security in the sense of I have an idol, but I'm not very perceptive as to when I think votes are going to land on me. I know when I'm in trouble, I don't know if I'm always, like, I don't know if I'm going to be the one getting the votes. So that's where that makes that hard. But whatever. I'm not, like, obsessed with needing to play my idol correctly. I'm, like, just obsessed with, like, I have one. And the first tribal council I go to, like, I won't be going home at. In other news, this 4-day round was, like, fine. It was just, like, I think everyone took the time off, which was fine. Our numbers have dwindled to the point of, like, I feel like I'm trying to play, like, a game at Final 5, and while that will prepare me eventually for when I do have to be shuffled up with other people, I don't know. It's just hard being on a tribe of 5 when you've won every time. I know I've complained about this twist at every turn, and I'm not going to stop. We were just also delayed on our reaction to it. But whatever. We'll see how it goes. I do think we'll win the challenge tonight. I don't think we'll be at Tribal tomorrow. If we do end up at Tribal tomorrow, I'm fine with it. And if I had my way, Jesse would go. Jesse does nothing for me in the game. So, that's that. Those are my thoughts. I hate everything. Okay.